only thing that bothers me is needles. That's the
Needles?
only thing.
Like over here, people are getting limbs torn off, and there's just like this one little needle. He's just like, ah! What were you watching the other day where you're just like, I can't watch that. I can't watch that. I don't know what it was. It was
Knives Out.
We were watching Knives Out. Logo finally got to see it, and they had to use a needle, and I totally forgot. You're not a big fan of needles.
I can't handle them. I mean, I can handle basically anything else except needles.
Why do you not like needles? Why can't you handle them? That is the question.
Well, it's actually personal. I can remember being young
You were molested.
by a needle. Actually, if you think about it, we're all getting penetrated by a needle, so it is molestation.
Unless if you want it.
I didn't want it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I needed it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
You'll
okay.
understand.
Okay.
I was highly allergic to cashews.
Okay.
Highly
yeah.
allergic.
Okay.
And so if you send something to me in the mail and has cashews in it, fuck you. I'll still eat it though. But anyway, I remember I ate cashews. I didn't know I was allergic to it, and I ate them. I was young, and I didn't understand. My stomach was hurting. I can remember my skin breaking out in hives, and went to the hospital. I went to a doctor's office because the hospital was so far away, and they couldn't help me. And I think I had passed out from not breathing, and they took me in. And I remember I gained consciousness. I remember they strapped me down to a table with my legs strapped down because I was fighting them.
Dang,
my
bro.
legs were strapped down. They strapped down my neck, my arms, everything. And then they had a woman put her hands on my head and hold my head down, and they were just needles.
Sounds like
needles.
abuse to me.
Oh, it was bad. It was just needles and needles and needles, and they were doing their job. I can't say anything. They just say
How many needles though?
I did. I can remember being so young. I can't remember how many needles. It just felt like over and over and over again, and it sucked. I thought for a second they used an epinephrine. That's the one where you stick it in your thigh, and you're supposed to stick it, hold it for 2 seconds, and pull it, and it's supposed to give you adrenaline. I think they used that on me, and all that scared me so much that I can't handle needles anymore. And I can remember.
So it's psychological. I mean, I guess
it gets me. It scares the crap out of me. I know that when I started college, I had to get shots. I almost did not go to college because of that. Because I can remember they're like, "Oh, you need to get this shot," and I was like, "No."
Did you ever get the shot?
I had to. I remember I sat in the chair.
What do you do when you get the shot? Do you like
cry.
tense up?
I cry.
You just
I
cry?
won't cry, but I'll sit there and they tell you not to tense up when you get to do it.
Yeah.
But I'll sit there, and then of course they had to go and they have to get the wet little rag, and they as soon as they start rolling my arm up, I'm like.
I think once they start wiping it, that's when I'm like.
This is what scares me because I'm ready for the needle, and I'm like. And
yeah.
She's like, and then as soon as she starts wiping, I'm like, oh.
But you
like, it's not the needle.
Yeah, but you never feel the needle though. Like I mean, you feel.
I'm scared to death.
You feel a little bit, but it doesn't hurt. And I think it hurts more when you tense up. I found out because I barely tensed up last time, and it hurt for like I think all night.
Bro, I can remember. I even told the lady I was scared of needles, and I'm sitting just like this, and then I was like, because of course my mind is wondering. I was like, I gotta see it. So I'm like looking like this, and she goes and puts her hand on my face, and it's like, don't look, and holds me. And I'm just like, and then she like stabs it, and I'm like, and I'm like not looking. I'm freaking out because I can't see it.
Yeah.
And it just kept going and going, and I can remember it hurts. The needle felt like it was like this long, and I know that when she put it in, she was young. She put it in, and then she like rotated, and it hurt. It made all this turn black.